Today is day 3 of the tour. Gotta start the watch. Gotta make sure I get credit for this. One theme that you'll get from me over and over is about showing up. It's about consistency. And it's about this simple concept of unrelenting forward progress. It doesn't have to be fast, it doesn't have to be big, but it has to be forward. Now, that's not saying that you can't have a down day. Everyone's going to have down days. Everyone's going to have setbacks. But the mindset is that forward momentum. We need to keep moving forward. We can't just sit and have things happen to us. We have to own the narrative. Good, bad, indifferent. I think for me, one of the reasons that I was able to really recover at the speed that I did was from day one, I talked about what had happened. I got sick. I spent a lot of time in the ICU. But I told the story. The story wasn't telling me what was happening to it. I didn't get the flashbacks or post-ICU syndrome that so many people with ECMO had, because, and partly this is me talking to a counselor about this too. Within a week or 2 weeks of getting out of the hospital, I was telling the story of what happened to me. And it kept it fresh in my mind, but it also let me control the narrative in my mind of, this is what happened. This is what happened to me. And I brought the images to my mind readily and freely. And I think in part because of that, I haven't had any flashbacks. I haven't had any issues. I still deal with brain fog on a daily basis. I have trouble making certain decisions. But I've never had the so-called flashbacks of my hallucinations in the hospital because I've owned them. And for me, that's been what I've really tried to do, is own what's going on. Not glorify it, not exaggerate it, but just say, yes, it happened. And what can I do about what happened and move forward? And that's what I'm going to try to do. And that's my message to you today, is own what happened. It can be great things, it can be terrible things, but they don't define you. I might forever be known as COVID boy in certain circles, but COVID didn't define me. It's just something that happened, and I'm defining what happens after that. And so, for all of you, don't let single events define you. Take what you've got, own it, and define it yourself.